Congratulations, you've been pre-approved. Are you 18 or older? Do you have any emergencies come up that you don't have cash on hand for? Credit. How many of us cringe at the word credit? What do you really know about credit cards? I want to review 3 of the top things to consider when considering a credit card. How credit cards can help, what to watch for with a credit card, and how to know you have a good annual percentage rate or APR. This is an area of expertise that I do have, but I want to make sure that you are aware. Credit cards can help build your credit foundation. They can help build your financial portfolio as quickly as it can destroy your finances. According to the American Credit Foundation, 1 in 5 college students have over $10,000 of credit card debt. That affects all of us. To avoid credit card debt, think of a credit card bill as your utility bill. Make sure that you pay it in full. Don't use it for small purchases, because this can catch up with you. When you use it, you need that last-minute emergency flight. Just use it as a regular card and pay it every month as any other bill, and that way you'll have that available credit for that emergency flight. This will also help establish a good payment history, and with a good payment history, help increase your credit score. And with increased credit score, if you want that new mortgage, if you want a new car, if you want a small business loan, that will help you to a large degree to be able to get those things. What to watch for with a credit card company are many things to consider as far as fees and penalties, balance computation, and incentives. With many different credit card companies, they charge additional fees, and that's very important to know what those fees may be. Are they transactions? Are they for balance transfers, cash advances, non-sufficient funds, late fees? Are they for going over your credit limit? The different fees that credit card companies have, you need to make sure that you're aware of to know what you're getting into. According to creditcards.com, Eric Tyson, author of Personal Finance for Dummies, states, you might intend not to carry a balance over, but before you agree to accept a credit card, understand all terms and conditions, because your situation might change. There are no truer words ever spoken. If something does change, you need to know what you're in for. Balance computation method is important because that is how your balance is calculated. Consider if you're going to carry your balance over month to month. If you're going to pay in full every month. If you do carry your balance over, know what your interest is and how it's calculated. Plan for your payments. Know the number of days in your billing cycle. Understand your average daily balance. And if you're carrying your balance over, they're going to take your average daily balance divided by the total of days that are in your billing cycle. So make sure you're aware, because what you're going to see on your statement is not what you paid for that month with your credit card on that statement. Incentives are offered as more so as rewards as cash or points. Some cards have different types of rewards, but usually those are the common ones. Make sure it works for you. Make sure you take advantage of it. This is something free on credit cards. If you're wanting to take flights, if you're wanting new type of, say, lawn materials or discounts, maybe cash back on your card. If you want a variety of things, points are more commonly needed. If you're wanting just a lump sum of cash back onto your credit card as almost like a surprise payment or additional payment, look at cash rewards, because that'll be something helpful for you. But make sure whatever your rewards program is that you choose is flexible and something that you can utilize. Some of them you can go online or you can call over the phone. Whatever it is, make sure it is something that you want that fits your needs. How to know you have a good APR is knowing how your annual percentage rate is figured. Knowing if you have a good interest is knowing if you have a good credit score. And they both go hand in hand. So make sure that you're looking into the credit bureaus. Make sure you're checking your annual credit reports. Make sure you're checking into your score. These different things will help determine if you have a good APR. APR is figured from your prime, which is 3.25%, which is figured from the federal funds, plus your margin percentage, which is your credit margin. So know what credit bureau your credit card company is pulling from, and make sure you do your own homework. Prime is set by the federal funds, and you can keep up to date with it from the Wall Street Journal. It'll determine if your credit is going to have your annual percentage rate go up or down if Prime changes. So that's immediate. So make sure you're keeping on top of that so you're aware and you don't get any surprises you may not be wanting. Make sure also that you know what laws protect you in your APR. The FDIC.gov, you can take an elaboration of Regulation Z, which was formed in 2009. This act helps protect you from credit card companies from taking advantage of you. The laws help make your fees no greater than what your minimum due is. They help take advantage in that they don't have increased APR for going over your credit limit or having a late fee one time. They do make sure that you have the same due date every month, and that there are no more grace periods because there is the same due date. The companies review randomly to make sure to lower your APR if your credit score improves. This also means that it can increase your APR if your credit decreases. So make sure that you're staying on top of this and you know what you're getting. Anytime you have a credit limit increase, there is going to be a check on your credit report. This is one of the downfalls of the new Regulation Z, but it's also an improvement because it makes sure you don't have any differences in debt-to-income ratios. Make sure you're not depending on your credit card. There are holds that any kind of creditor can hold for any reason for payments, and that's usually to make sure that they clear. Now with the new Reg Z, credit card companies are more firm on the holds to ensure that you're not depending on the credit card. So make sure you're prepared. If you make a payment, it may not post immediately. So don't take that by surprise. Now that I've reviewed the 3 top things to consider about credit cards, how credit cards can help, what to watch for with a credit card, and to know you have a good annual percentage rate. These 3 things will help you in knowing what you're going to be getting yourself into. Keep these things in mind when you're wanting to get that new flat screen TV, if you're wanting those new parts for your car, if you're needing groceries for your family because maybe your check didn't come in on time. These things will make sure to help you. Make sure that whatever you're deciding, your credit card company works for you and works out for what you're needing them for. Make the right decision and make a good decision. Make sure that you have taken consideration on the points that I have made and what could help make or break your credit the next time you get your credit card out and you use it. What will you choose? What is it that you're going to decide is best for you? Whatever you choose, make it work for you. And make sure that you know exactly what it is that you need and you're getting exactly what it is that you're wanting. And you have done your research.